just asking him, but you guys kind of came out tough start. I think it was a 15-0 run that they had. You were chasing the game from there. What enabled them to get off to that start, and then what were you guys chasing from that point?
We just didn't. I just don't think we were as sharp as we needed to be. Especially on the 3-point shooting. I feel like that's where they got off a lot. Got a lot of their momentum. Just able to make plays off of that. We cut those in half, and it's a completely different game. But I think it's just the threes and the transition, their pace was affecting us early on, at least.
It seemed like you did get better adjusting to the way that they were running, even when you guys made shots. And I know that's what they do, but what were you able to do as the game went on to mitigate that a little bit and make that a little better?
Just show our poise. We've had some tough stretches before, so just being able to not flinch, just continue on with the game, knowing that we're still in the game. It's just those little tweaks we need to adjust to. That gave us confidence that we're gonna be all right.
What do you think about this closes the regular season, and now every game from here on out is win or go home? What do you think about how you close the season collectively, and what will you be taking with you when you go to Chicago here in a few days?
Collectively, we're going in there trying to win. Obviously, we're trying to make it as far as we can to get the Big Ten championship. But I feel like I'm really confident in our guys. We've made a lot of strides, especially over these past couple weeks, just with our play and our togetherness. So I'm excited, and we're going to take it one game at a time, obviously. But we're going to go into the off day and get better and recover.
When we talked to Coach Holtman about a week ago, he said the best area of growth he's seen with you guys has been your ability to kind of stand back up when we fall back behind instead of lay it down. What does that say about how you guys have developed, maybe mentally more than physically, that you can come back in a game like this and still give them a scare after falling behind by 13 or whatever?
Yeah, it just shows, that the guys here in the locker room, man, they're about the right things, and that's our motto, just play the right way, and that includes that. So it just shows our mental toughness, our ability to stay together, especially early on in the season, or early on during Big Ten play when we weren't able to break those runs that other teams were having. So just being able to see that now, it's going to give us confidence, especially just going into the Big Ten tournament.
How would you assess your team right now after 2 wins against tournament teams? They'll be in March Madness, and then you give Michigan State at least a scare here today. So where do you think your team stands heading to Chicago?
Like I said, I'm confident in our positioning right now. Especially the way everyone's playing together. Our mentality, our process. Just getting ready for games. We're stepping on the floor expecting to win. It's a thing we have with our walk. Just how we are expected to play. Play Buckeye basketball. So we're going in there ready to get to it.
Bryce said that part of the problem with the early start was the way he was playing, and he felt he was pushing things. He was trying, kind of playing out of himself a little bit, forcing things, and he said he felt he got better at that as the game went on. I don't know if earlier in the season that's something that he would have maybe figured out mid-game. If he was forcing it, he would have kept forcing it, and it might have been more of an issue. Did you see some growth from him in that regard as a guy who's played a lot of college basketball?
Yeah, Bryce has shown a tremendous amount of growth, man, over the entire season, man. I'm proud of him. That's my young fella. And he's going to continue to make strides, throughout his career, whatever he's doing, But today a little bit rushed. We were all kind of sped up a little bit because of their transition, because they were pushing the pace on us. So he was able to make adjustments, and we all were able to make adjustments. So that was what ultimately kept us in the game, even though we came up short at that.
And then that stretch at the end where you did cut it to 3, and then they pushed back to 5, and then you guys kind of traded buckets from that point on. Like defensively, what were you? I know eventually you're fouling to stop the clock, but what were you trying to maybe do a little bit better defensively, or what were they doing offensively that made it so you guys couldn't get that extra stop you needed?
I think at the final stretch it was just fouls. I think it kind of slowed our momentum down. With our shot making, but I had a couple fouls on me. That also just gave the points away. But regardless, we was in the game. We had a chance to win. We just came up short.
I've wanted to ask you this for about 4 years, and I keep forgetting. The pregame shot from near half court, where did that come from?
Man, I've been doing that since I started college. I have no idea. I think I just started doing it and running off the court just to kind of get my wind going, get some good energy, good vibes up in the air.
Because I know you were doing it with Zed this year, but you used to do it just kind of on your own.
Yeah, I did do a dolo, but Zed joined in this year. Yeah.
So I don't know. anything else you could say about that? I've always thought that was neat, and I've been meaning to ask you about it for literally 4 years, and I realized I don't have much more time.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's just the thing to get the energy going. You know, see a guy make a shot running in, you kind of spreads out throughout the locker room. So just the energy thing, good vibes. You know, just trying to bring that energy, getting ready for the game.
Kind of a weird question, but the senior day thing that Michigan State does with the kissing the logo or whatever for the last 5 seconds, when you go into this game, do the coaches talk to you guys like, hey, win or lose, this is what's going to happen, we're just going to have to stand around for a minute or two and let them do their thing? So what was that experience like, standing there with 6 seconds left and they're doing that?
I mean, no, that's a tradition they've had. You know, some of the guys who've been here before and experienced it, we knew it was coming. Some of the guys, we didn't really talk about it prior to this. You know, the coaches didn't really mention it, but I mean, it's their senior night, so I mean, you know, props to them for recognizing their seniors. But that's just how they do it, so we just went with it.
Justice, what were the conversations like trying to battle back after that 15-0 run? And what was the in-huddle kind of motivation and just what you were talking through some of the younger guys? I know Ice was on the sideline going crazy when you guys were making that run back. So what was that like in actual dialogue and like communicating with each other?
It was really us getting on each other getting on each other to make those corrections, but at the same time boosting our confidence because the mistakes we were making were so like just easily correctable. So as soon as we knew that we could make those adjustments, you know, we were going to keep running because we know how good this team is and we've shown it. So that's the main thing, just making sure we got each other's back, giving each other confidence. Man, we knew we were going to be able to stay in the game. You know, we came up short, but you know, our mindset was that we were going to come back and win. So.